Hi, guys.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Monday, right?
Okay.
So welcome to our Monday market update. We got a few things to cover today. I wanted to just do a little plug for the video that Leah, Michelle, and I did last week, called our buyer briefing. If you have any questions about whether the market, the prices are going to start going down, then check out that video. We kind of set it up as a mini webinar, so give yourself the time. I think we packed it full of information. It's all really, really important information. So check that out.
Yeah, if you were thinking of waiting, check that out and find out what we think about that.
Yeah. And then so, hey, John, over to you.
Okay, well, first of all, Matterport, that's a technology we've embraced to give people looking at our listings richer experience of the home. And Matterport have technology, special cameras and software to really enhance it's amazing technology, and more and more agents are starting to use it. And so when you look at our latest listings, you'll see the Matterport views, and we'll come up. We're actually having virtual showings where we're walking you through the home using that technology, and also coming up will be a video explaining how to get the most out of that. So that's exciting. And then what we do as a market center, the hundreds of agents are involved in Keller Williams in Portland, Oregon, get together and look at the numbers. And we've compared last week's activity with the week before, so well into COVID, and we're looking for changes and patterns. So the first thing that comes to view is new listings. We've seen a 10% or 10.2% increase in new listings last week over the week before. However, they've actually been a 25% increase in pendings over last week over the week before. So we're seeing a trend of reducing, which is going to reduce the inventory. And looking at the numbers nationally, we're seeing that there's something like a 3.3 million unit needed in the USA. So there's been this lag in building, and right now it's not happening. We're not seeing building approvals being processed, and so we're having a lack of available homes being created. So we're seeing a deficit there. So we have seen bumpable sales increase 29%. And that's a trend by people being concerned about their home selling before they buy. So there's been some tolerance in allowing bumpable listings.
So what do you think the takeaway is from all of that?
Well, I think as many people predicted, and this week we saw presentations by National Association of Realtors and also economists from Portland predicting a fairly swift rebound, and that the housing market is going to pretty much lead the way in the recovery of the economy. I think a lot of buyers right now are thinking, well, maybe there's going to be an opportunity. In the Portland metro area, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing that. We're thinking that, if anything, there's going to be an increase in activity as things start to clear.
Yeah, there definitely has been an increase in opportunity or in activity. I had a couple buyers this weekend, both want to see a home, but they all had multiple offers already with 1 or 2 days on the market. And then another agent in our office, she was up against 17 different offers.
Oh, it's
So
Wow.
there is some really high activity out there. So just be prepared for that competition. And again, watch our video, our buyer briefing that Angela and Leanne and I did last week.
So do you think that that there's as many multiple offers as there were before COVID? Like just from, your generalized experience?
I don't think necessarily it's related to COVID. I think that we would already be seeing this kind of demand because, like John said, we don't have enough housing built. Like they're not building new ones. We don't have a lot of available.
The inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes back down to that.
And interest rates.
And interest rates.
I had clients that were in contract, or they were going to go in contract before all this, and they decided not to when COVID came out. And then now a few weeks into it, they are interested in the same property, and they ran their numbers, and it's actually more affordable right now than it was just a few weeks ago for them because of interest rate.
So that's great.
And so, yeah. And so with that, like we talk a lot about low inventory and multiple offers. Not everything is multiple offers. It really does matter on, the area, the price point, and how aggressively that seller is pricing their home. I've seen some sellers come out really low on price just to initiate the multiple offers. So it depends. And then, there's certain areas outside of Portland that we've been looking at. For instance, Portland's being hit with lower inventory and less homes on the market. Some areas are getting hit with higher inventory through this. For instance, the coastal regions, like the northern coastal regions, before COVID, it was looking like prices and sales were increasing on the coast. But as of last week, we've actually hit 5.1 months of inventory in some of the northern coastal regions. And again, 5.1 months is more, it's more of a balanced market, 5.1. Anything lower is really going towards a seller's market. Anything higher than 5 months is going towards a buyer's market. So that's as compared to Portland at 1.8, the coastal at 5.1 is a big difference. So I had talked to one of my clients who had interested in buying a beach house for a long time, and he actually got a little bit excited at that prospect. So we've been looking the past week, and I've noticed some kind of cool homes, a little bit of fixers, but some cool homes close to the water for under $300,000. So he's, so there, if you are looking for maybe a second home, maybe just you want to move to the beach, there's some opportunity there right now. So that's definitely something to look at. And if there's a home in another area, like maybe more of a second home city that you've been eyeing, and you want us to pay attention to that market, then just reach out to us individually and we can start tracking that market. And if it's a city that we don't work in, we know a ton of realtors in other cities. We're always networking with other realtors, so we can connect you with the right realtor in that city if it's not something that we know anything about. So
speaking of an investment opportunity, we have a good one in Beaverton. It's a nice townhome with solid tenants that would like to stay. And I know with this stay-at-home ordinance that's happening, there are some changes that are happening in the tenant rules and what we can do. So this week we're going to be doing some continued education on what those changes are. So if you have questions about that, please let us know later this week, and we'll find out some great information for you and what that means as far as buying an investment that already has a tenant in there. Because like I said, we have some clients that are reaching out regarding that because, maybe they want to liquidate because of everything going on in their life with COVID related things. And that could be some really awesome opportunities there for people.
Great. Yeah, and I just want to remind everyone that May is our restaurant takeout giveaway month. We're going to be giving away 5 $50 gift certificates. And so it's kind of a complex little social media campaign that we're doing. But if you go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, you can submit your favorite Portland takeout restaurant. And then we'll be showcasing one Portland restaurant every Friday in the month of May. And then you will be able to then win a $50 gift certificate as long as you're, and bring your friends into it as well, because they can be eligible to win them. So it's a fun little thing that we're doing for May.
Yeah, I'm
it's a
really
way to
excited.
support restaurants.
Yeah, I haven't really done much takeout at all through this whole thing. So I'm excited about this opportunity to actually go and get some takeout from some of my favorite restaurants. We want to support them, right? We want to get people to actually do takeout, support these restaurants. And then you also get to win a gift card. So we're also supporting that. So it's a win-win, right?
Yeah.
Win-win. And also Mother's Day, remember, is this May.
Oh, yeah.
And my favorite restaurant is doing a Mother's Day brunch takeout.
Oh.
They're even selling eggs that you can cook yourself. So like, it's Radar. I've probably plugged it a million times. It's my favorite. They haven't been doing regular takeout right now, but they are doing this Mother's Day brunch. And
oh, cool.
It's pretty cool. So
yeah. I'm excited to promote Tight Tacos, because they've literally gotten me through the quarantine.
Well,
so yeah.
Now that you're plugging yours, I'm going to plug mine. Rock Creek Corner, Rock Creek, and we've had some beautiful takeaways from there. They've got the best fish and chips, and
I'm going to plug mine now. Then I get to some of my dear friends and clients. They actually, one of them worked for Bullard, which is one of my favorite restaurants when they opened. I think it was last year. I've had a few just absolutely amazing meals there, and they're doing kind of family style takeout. So I'm super excited to support them. And then I'm gluten free, and one of my good friends and clients works at New Cascadia Traditional. It's in Southeast Portland, and they've been doing Pizza Fridays. And so I am so excited to actually get some pizza on Friday, gluten-free pizza, and then take home like some of their bagels and some cinnamon rolls, like special things that I never get to eat unless I bake them myself. So excited about those. Good. So stay tuned, everyone, and let us know your favorite restaurant that's doing takeout.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's support each other.
Yay.
Yeah.
Other
than that,
really great, successful week.
Yeah.
And reach out with any questions, as always.
Yeah. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.